talk you through it. Okay. Had to set up the camera. I hope y'all can hear me well. Much better. Much better. Get my journal together. Y'all, I'm super excited to even be doing this. This is my first live. It feels so unreal. I've always been really nervous to do these because with live, it's so many things that you just don't have in your control. But oh well, you know. The whole thing today is about literally releasing. So releasing the feeling of needing to be controlled. No better way to do that than by going live. Okay. So anyway, hello my friends. It is your bestie, Shalom Unique, here with the physique. And I'm here today to do a live journal session with my peoples. So as you're coming in, make sure you have a journal. And I mean like pen and journal and notebook. Okay? I don't want you to journal on your phone or the laptop. Like I don't want that. I want this to be pen, paper, journaling. So grab you a pen and a notebook or your designated journal so we can get right into it. Again, I am Shalom Unique, your inner work and movement coach. My goal is to help women, especially Black women, find their inner joy and creativity through movement. And yeah, so I'm gonna let y'all grab that while I get myself together. I forgot to put my phone on D&D. I don't need nobody interrupting. Nobody interrupting. Matter of fact, I wonder if I can do that now. Yeah, I can and did per. Cause what? All right, so put a pen in the chat if you have your pen and notebook ready so we can get into journaling. I'm like managing two screens at the same time. I'm so tech, okay? I'm so tech. The girl is black and tech, let me tell you. But yes, put a pin in the chat when y'all are ready. Tonight we're going to go into just a simple journal session to start everyone off. I know some of y'all, or most people that I talk to, don't even journal. They be like, girl, what journaling gonna do for me? Writing it down ain't never helped. And it does, friend. I promise you it does. I think a lot of people don't journal with the idea or with the intentions to release. I think people look at journaling as extra time wasted. But it's not. And you know, we don't really take time to ourselves as much as we did before. Especially in adulthood, especially women. That's why I wanted to gear this towards women, especially Black women, because we don't take a lot of time to ourselves. It's filled with so many other things, giving our time to so many people. So I thought it would be a great idea to provide space for you all, so we can journal together and I can guide you through it. I really enjoy journaling because it's the easiest way for me to really slow down my mind, um, and really get a grasp of my emotions, because you can feel that you mad, you can feel like, oh my God, what's going on? Or even when I'm excited, like super excited and I have so much emotion on me, I really like to write it down because it helps me focus. Like it helps me focus the energy in one spot, um, and allows me to release all of it. Sometimes you can just write. I be scribbling because I don't know exactly what I want to say, but I'll be scribbling on the paper and it just words will just start flowing. And a lot of people aren't comfortable or at that level of journaling just yet. So I'm so happy that you all are trusting me to be your guide. Um, so yeah, you don't need any fancy equipment. There's no rules to this at all. Just a pen and some paper. Again, drop a pin in the chat when you are ready with your journal. For me, journaling has been literally like a mirror. You know, like sometimes when my head gets too noisy, or when I'm really stressed out, or even like I said, super, super excited, taking 5 minutes to write it down it gives me that like, oh, like that relief, like, whew, because now I feel like all the weight that I was holding is now on this paper, and I'm able to read it back and see where my mind is. And even like in the future, the things that I write today is kind of like a small memory of what was going on in my head previously in the past. You know what I mean? So, wherever you really are in life, it's just a good tool to have. Um, yeah, just to write it down on paper. Okay, so let's get started. I want to start with some deep breaths because I like to just get a calming over my body before I get to writing down. Otherwise, I get to writing gibberish. So let's just take a deep breath in. And then we're going to exhale and do a couple of those with the deep breath. Try to remember to relax your shoulders, and relax your face. Relax your face muscles. Relax your back if you're sitting up. Just let your body fall into this relaxation. So let's take some deep breaths together. Close your eyes if need be and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, relaxing the shoulders. My neck is stiff, so I like to roll my neck just to bring some relaxation. My body is actually super sore. Y'all, the girl has been dancing. My body is sore. My neck is sore. My shoulders are sore. My back is sore. But just breathe through a couple more breaths here before we really get into it. Let's do a couple more just to finalize it. Good. Okay, let's go into our first journal prompt. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first prompt that I want us to discuss is, what do I need to release right now to make space for the woman I'm becoming. So, again, that is, what do I need to release right now to make space for the woman that I'm becoming? And I want you, when you're writing, not to overthink this. Like, I just want you to let the words flow. Like, I don't want you to think about making this pretty or making this like essay form. You're not giving this to nobody, friend. This is just for you. You don't have to worry about spelling errors or any of that. Just write, write, write. Just let the words flow. If it doesn't make sense, since it's not going to make sense at first, especially if you haven't been journaling for a while, just let the words connect to your pen and write it down. So again, the journal prompt is, what do I need to release right now to make space for the woman I'm becoming? I like to, when I do journal prompts, I'm just like this. I like to write the prompt in a different color and then write out what the journal is, like what I'm writing on. What happened here? I have color. Like, I like to add color to my journal. Do what you do to make it fun for you, but I like to add color. So again, if you're just coming in, welcome. The journal prompt is, what do I need to do to release right now? I'm sorry, what do I need to release right now in order to make space for the woman I'm becoming? And then you can list this too if you want to make a list. Just whatever you need to do so that you're not overthinking it. You don't have to make complete sentences. You can just list this, like a bullet points or whatever you would like. Even if it's just one word. So let's say, for example, if you put down, you need to release fear, because I know fear is going to be something that's common. Start to list the things that you fear. Like, start to list the things that brings you fear, or what the fear actually is. Write about that. And that'll help your brain start making the connections more, and getting you more in tune with unblocking the feelings that you have, and your body's going to start trusting you more to be like, yeah, actually, yeah, that is, I do need to release that. Like, it all just flows. So even if you just starting off with one word, start to define what that looks like to you. So even if it's like procrastination, so releasing the fear of procrastination, like what does that look like? I need to release the fear of just taking all day to get things started. And then why do you take all day to get things started? Like, I take all day to get things started because blah, 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 you know, take it there. Oh, what was a thing that's coming up for me, which I think is interesting as I'm writing? It brings clarity too. So at first I started with saying like, oh, I have this fear of um, putting in a lot of work. Have a fear of putting in a lot of work and not getting anything in return. Um, like a fear of disappointment. I have a fear that people are going to disappoint me in their actions. I have a fear that I'm going to be putting all this work into something, giving something my heart, and in return, I'm like laughed at, or people are making fun of me, or people are judging me. Like, that's just an example of how if you define one thing, it just keeps flowing into the next. So keep going. You're doing great, my friends. And if you have any questions or, just need any extra help, just write in the chat. I will be right with you. I'm going to give us about 2 more minutes to just write. If you do get stuck, I would say another thing you can ask yourself is what's heavy on you right now. So, like, what is heavy right now that you don't want to carry tomorrow? So if the first prompt, what do I need to release right now to move or to make space for the woman I'm becoming, got you stuck, then think about the prompt of what's heavy on me right now that I don't want to carry in tomorrow. So I'm going to give us 2 more minutes to get them pens moving. Y'all doing okay? Let's check the chat. Yeah, so don't overthink it. Yes, don't overthink it. You don't need pretty words. You just need to write. It doesn't have to be this whole essay. Remember, it can be things that are just like broken sentences. But keep going, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all about 1 more minute. Okay. So, friends, wrap up your last couple words. And I want you to think about how you're feeling right now and drop just one word or a phrase in the chat that came up for you during this session. Maybe it's tired, maybe it's free, maybe it's surprise. Whatever it is, I want you to honor that and let me know in the chat. How's it feeling? For me, I would say my one word is repetitive. Because for me, I feel like I know what I need to release. It's just this repeat of fears and the reasonings. It's just a repeat. Like I know exactly what to do and I know exactly what my fears are. So my one word is repeat. What are some of y'all words? Tired, free, surprised, yes. Relieved, that's good. Whatever it is, I want you to honor that. Calm. And then if nothing came up, that's okay too. Sometimes just showing up to the journal and writing in the journal is a win. So if nothing comes up, that's okay as well. What else? Proud. Yeah, you better be proud. Penny proud. Now, before we close, I do want you to write one affirmation for yourself, something you want to carry into the rest of your day or the week. I know it's Thursday, so something you want to carry for the rest of the day and the week. And I want your affirmation to reflect what you've wrote. So, for example, affirmation for me is I release what's not mine and I choose peace. Or another one one of my go-tos is I am worthy of the woman that I'm becoming. And I want you to write that down. And if you feel comfortable, share it in the chat because I would love to see them. If not, just write it and make sure you say it daily. Yes, yes. Yes, good affirmations. I release what's not mine. I release the fear. Yes. Yes. I don't want to keep you all. This is only supposed to be 5 minutes. Like, what? Time be flying. Y'all, I want to just say I am so proud of you, friends. Journaling is not the easiest thing to do, especially if you haven't done it. If you've never done it or haven't done it in a while, it really is easy to just scroll. It's really easy to become numb, but I'm so proud of you for giving yourself 5 minutes to just honor your feelings and check in with you. Yeah, that's powerful. And I really enjoyed this. I believe I'm going to keep doing this maybe week to week. Yeah, depending on what I feel. If the spirit say log on, I'm going to log on, okay? Make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss all the other things that I talk about on this channel throughout the week. I have my Money Monday series where I give quick tips and talk quick money challenges that I have gone through and have so that we can all get rich together. Tuesdays tips were my quick everyday lifestyle tips for the girlies to keep yourself flowing and just, in your sacred flow. So we may do some movement tips or just some everyday lifestyle tips. Mental Health Wednesday, this series that we're talking about this week or this month is what are we talking about? Depression. Am I depressed? Is this what the series is called? And it's just going through any red flags for depression or any symptoms to acknowledge depression and what else it could be. I think as a community, we obviously do not give ourselves as much mental health care. And then also it can become trendy to, oh, I have anxiety. Oh, I have trauma. And some of us don't really know what those things look like. So I like to dedicate Wednesdays to defining what trauma is, what depression looks like, what overwhelm is, sadness is, those things. Give tips on how to pull yourself up out of it, and then tips on when you need to go and see the lady. Okay. And then I am gonna stick to journaling on Thursdays. That just fits better with my schedule. So make sure you subscribing, girlies, my friends, so that you won't miss another session. And maybe I'll put in some movement sessions as well. It's just to help reconnect with yourself. But yeah, I want you to know that you don't have to do this journaling thing alone. You don't have to do this healing alone. I am here and we are here together. Hello, beautiful. So remember, release what's heavy and keep what's true. I want that to be the main takeaway for this journaling session. I'll release what's heavy and keep what's true and walk into tomorrow a little lighter. Hello. I love you all, friends, and I want you to have a good night. And yeah, let's do this next week. This was fun. I don't know why I be acting like this stuff don't be a good time. I don't know. Okay, bye, friends.